So, we have seen the semi-final already, back to the quarters. It says, because the grid is still in the early stages, especially this game. We're gonna close the observer board because it's ridiculously big. And yeah, we find ourselves now in a different game. It will be Shocker on this side here, the undead in brown, and his ally also spawning the brown color, which will be Franzyzz. While they go up against Mr. Edo Boy, a German undead player. Pretty cool fella. So Edo Boy spawning here as the orange undead, and his teammate Mockjay, that I think is Showtime, but I need confirmation there from someone in chat. If you know that Mockjay is Showtime, he is then also the German native player. But in case it's not Showtime, it's aka Mockjay, the orange spawning native. The score is already 1-0 for the brown team, so orange definitely needs to step up their game. Altar of Elders being constructed, Moonwell as well. Kinda aggressive Ancient of War in the position to creep that mercenary camp fairly early in the game if they decide to do that. Here we're gonna see a Blade Master coming out from Franzyzz, and Franzyzz is also one of the guys who likes to use like all the exploits in the game with the Windwalk, especially like lay an item to the ground, step on top of that, squeeze yourself into some closed main bases. So this is something that Franzyzz really likes to do and that he perfected, and sometimes he even sends me little videos where he shows me new exploits that he just tried and that worked brilliantly. So big shoutouts to this guy. Shocker on the other hand, also a pretty good undead player in the 2-2 scene. So now teaming up with Franzyzz Orc Undead can be something that is super scary in the later stages of the game. I feel that they kind of struggle in the mid-game department, because Orc Undead definitely gets some weaknesses that you can abuse. I would definitely play a Keeper of the Grove there, but we're gonna see a Demon Hunter coming out here from Mockjay. And yeah, then we're gonna see how this unfolds. Ancient of War is done. Archer is pulling the creeps towards that Ancient of War. Now he starts creeping it. That Rock Golem already here in position to take up some damage. And yeah, there we go. This is the guy that you want to kill. This is the guy that drops the item. And we're gonna see how this works here for him. Orange team will definitely have a good head start into the game here by creeping this big healing potion, or maybe a Scroll of the Beast would be the dream. Yeah, Scroll of the Beast can be really useful with a lot of Fiends and Huntresses. Do we see Huntress production? Yes, we do see a Huntress Hall, but only one Ancient of War, so at some point he will tech. Not so sure if this is the right play against Orc Undead. I think like Huntresses are really good against Orc, and the Undead player cannot really deal with Fiends and Huntresses, where the Grunts are completely useless against both in sheer masses. So I'd really like to see a lot of Huntresses and Fiends coming out and a delay tech from both of the players. Basically stay on 40 supply without teching, maybe even double crypt, double Ancient of War. But yeah, this is just me like with some crazy strats that I would like to see. Maybe they did it on the first map and it didn't work, and now they're adjusting their strategies, but whatever. So Shocker already creeping the little tiny green camp to get a few more skeletons. 4 skeletons it will be. I'm kind of surprised that there's no wisp detonating them. 2 and a quarter here for the Demon Hunter already. Edo is also creeping his DK. Almost level 2 for him as well. He started a little bit differently. He started with the orange camp instead of that big camp. While Shocker now kind of struggles to finish that one. 1 wisp to rule them all. You can easily detonate all of these skeletons with 1 wisp. Now he's finally bringing one. And yeah, this is showing you as well why these guys are probably not the world-class 1-1 players. But this doesn't really matter in 2-2, because 2-2 is a different scene. 2-2 is like a different game style. Now we're gonna see that this wisp doesn't find the connection that he would like to see. And Demon Hunter needs to retreat now, needs to heal up again. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Do you think Grubby would beat Loliot? Absolutely not. Grubby doesn't have a chance against Loliot. I'm pretty sure about that. But on the other side, we see the Fiends being microed, fairly effective here by Mr. Edo. Keeps everything alive, puts some pressure on the Blade Master. Not so sure if he should do that right now. He suffers a few hard hits, because the Blade Master can just walk back and heal up again. Now we're gonna see that the Grunts are running back. Needs to heal them up and is doing that right now. Blade Master is already level 2. Demon Hunter on the other side, with the help of the mercenaries and the first Huntress coming out, cancels a lot of healing. Now a block maybe from Edo. Maybe he can get one of the Grunts. Let's go of all of them for some reason. And that DK is without any mana at this point. One of the fiends is entangled by the creeps, immediately gets sniped. Nice creep check there on the underplay. Orange team doing a great job. And as you can see, it's Shocker and Franzyzz struggling here a little bit. And just imagine if Showtime would have gone for like more Huntresses in the early game, how much pressure there could actually build up right now. Colors cannot be changed, I'm sorry, the players are choosing the colors. The only thing that I can do is like put like more colors in it, but then you don't have any idea who's teaming up with who. Then you would have like red and orange with brown and gray, which is something that I don't really like to see, and I rather go for the team color so that we have orange and brown go at each other, which is still kind of odd. But yeah, one of the fiends is about to die here from Edo. Blade Master without mana now. The DK on the other hand from Edo doesn't have any more mana. Oh, nice deny coming out of Friendly, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
And yeah, level 3 for the Demon Hunter. We have his Panda as his second hero. I'm not sure if he will stay on tier 2 or if he will go to tier 3. We also have tier 2 coming out for Edo. He adds a Slaughterhouse, more Fiends and the Lich. On the other side we see creeping here by Shocker. Level 3 for the DK. Plenty of mana to spend, Lich is coming. No Slaughterhouse yet, cannot afford it. And Franzyzz is going for the 1-1-1 build. 1 Spirit Lodge, 1 Bestiary, 1 Barracks. Blade Master didn't steal anything. Drop of the Magi +6 here for Edo. Some more mana. That looks pretty good. I think Orange is doing a great deal here. Edo and Showtime, if this is Showtime or Mockjay, they're doing a great deal here in the second game. Probably even setting up an expansion right now, because he's sending out a Wisp. And also the Panda as a second hero is a nice addition against the Orc-Undead duo. As long as they don't have Destroyers, they cannot dispel the Drunken. We have a Pendant of Energy now coming out to the Panda, which is amazing. Demon Hunter stole a little bit of experience there from the Panda. That was not perfect. Tree of Life being constructed. In the meantime, Shocker tries to get his hero up to level 4 already. The Lich is parked in the main base. Waits to grab another Rod of Necromancy. Slaughterhouse is coming. Tier 3 has started. No tier 3 yet for Edo. This should be something that he should be worried about. Should definitely start adding that tier 3. More Drides are coming here for Mockjay. 49 supply, 600 gold. Cannot take because he basically lacks a little bit of lumber. Is on 3 ghouls already. And here we see Franzyzz with only 2 grunts, 1 raider that remains. 1 raider, 2 grunts, not that much, not that impressive. Shadowhunter about to be level 2, Blade Master not level 3 yet. Big healing potion though. He got Spirit Link in a second. As soon as the Spirit Walker comes out, he can probably take a fight. Because the Lich will have Nova, I feel, and doesn't go for that. Doesn't go for the Frost Armor, yes. He goes for the Nova. Not sure if this is the right call, because now Edo sooner or later will be forced to Townball here. Because with the Spirit Link, the units kind of get invincible. But yeah, he's not careful. Franzyzz not microing perfectly. Heals the Raider up yet again with a heal wave. Doing a great job so far. Heal wave level 1 lag being called by Friendly so far. I don't really see that, but probably a spike or something. And now a Nova finishes off the Raider. The Grunt dies. A lot of pressure being put on the Lich here. There's no more coil to save that one. Can Franzyzz kill it? No. Townball given over to Edo. And just imagine if he skilled Frost Armor instead of Nova. Could have saved every single unit, could have increased the pressure here and could have stayed like a long time or even forced the Undead player to come. So I'm not so sure if this is the perfect call to go for the Nova in this case. I would have liked to see the Frost Armor more in that fight. So there we have it, Shocker. Creeping some more, level 2 for his Lich, Pen of Energy as well. So Pen of Energy on both sides, one on the Panda, one on the Lich. So, Panda about to be level 3. That will be a crucial level to pick up. DK level 3.5. Lich still level 1 as I mentioned it, with a lot of mana. That expansion is done, but it's not entangling the gold mine. This is a big mistake. 48 supply for the Knight of Player of the Orange team. We have tier 3 tech, 3/3 done. That Shadowhunter needs to find that level 3 here. Tomb of Experience and the Scorch Boneshine will do that job. That's just beautiful for him. Something that he was probably looking forward to find. Why is the Shadowhunter leaving that camp now? Shadowhunter, can you please not let that grunt die? Dude, seriously, what the hell, Franzyzz? Either he suffers from a lot of lag, or he's just like, I don't know, busy elsewhere. He takes to tier 3 now all of a sudden.
A player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 on the other hand is already done for Shocker. 39 supply only with that level 2 Lich and the level, almost level 3, almost level 4 already on the DK. Now goes up to level 4 by killing one of the priests. The Panda level 3 brings some fire to that fight. Burns down one of the fiends immediately. There's another call that can be used. He's forced to use a Town Ball, but will he suffer some more losses here? Almost feels that way. If he only uses a Breath of Fire on the ground, it's not doing that. And he escapes with all the remaining units. He killed a bunch of units there from Mockjay, so Orange suffered a few losses. But that was just like not the perfect execution. He could have just Breath of Fire on the ground and the fiend would have been dead. Lich now picks up the Orb of Corruption. Should also be available there for Edo. Yep, he already picked that one up, so it's a little bit faster in that regard. 48 supply for him. Destroyer upgrade kicking in. Finally, the expansion is being entangled. 50 supply for the Orange Night Elf. 42 supply for Shocker. So we have a slight supply edge in that Undead Mirror. 40 supply for Franzyzz against the 50 supply of the Night Elf player. That's something that will not work out all that well. Big healing potion on the Blade Master still. Level 3 for the Shadowhunter with the Vampiric Aura, as I mentioned it, from the laboratory creeping. It will be a really tough fight, the next one, for the brown team, I feel. Pitlord is being picked up as the third hero here for Edo. And he's breaking into upkeep with the expansion in the back. A few reinforcements being caught, as well as the third hero for Shocker is being hired. It will be the Dark Ranger third. And now the fight towards the Orc main base here. What can he do? Tier 3 is done. Did he pick up that orb? No, no Orb of Lightning yet. Undead player joins him in the far back, but where are the statues? He left the statues alone. No healing in the back of that. Mana Destroyers in the air for the Orange team. Pitlord takes a lot of damage here, but stays alive for now. The DK will be the next target. Is forced to Town Ball out because he felt that he might be in danger of falling. Demon Hunter Town Ball is out fairly late. I think he will definitely suffer a few losses. Breath of Fire on all the units, but they basically killed all the units from Franzyzz. And also his mate Shock lost 1 or 2 units here in that fight, especially leaving his destroyers or his statues on the other side of the battlefield was not that beneficial. That was a poor fight for the brown guys, and Orange is doing fairly good with that expansion in the back. They can easily reset the fight, Town Ball out, gather a few more resources. Franzyzz is probably like having a few legs there, as he is like telling us that there is something wrong. There we go. Yeah, Franzyzz got like almost 400 ping. That's something that you definitely want to experience if you are a player, because this is basically playing on Eddies as a European. Have fun with that.
A player's forces are under attack. Is under siege.
And they will collide again. 65 supply for Edo. We have 55 supply for Mockjay. Orange team with like around 120 supply in the next fight. On the other side we have barely 90 supply combined for the brown guys. Can they turn it around with that Blade Master and the hero control? I'm not really sure about it. The Blade Master needs to be really strong in that fight, but Franzyzz, you can now see it also, the army movement is kind of odd. This is all due to lag, I feel. Fiend's now diving in to get like another web on the destroyers, 4 destroyers in the air. Some of them with mana dispelled the Spirit Link immediately. DK will be the target. Invo potion and a healing potion on him. Definitely not the right target. Undead on the other side takes the fight against the Night Elf. Should be able to take that one rather convincingly. But Franzyzz is getting picked apart by Edo with the sheer mass of destroyers. He will be able to just kill everything. We still don't have any destroyers. Shadowhunter dies without a doubt. Blade Master is not doing the trick. The Panda is about to die here as well from Mockjay, but he cannot finish him in time. Breath of Fire yet again does so much damage. All the fiends from Shocker are down. And yeah, this should probably be GG. Scroll of the Beast or Bear, not sure what that was, but a lot of more roar comes down to the unit. Breath of Fire to all the units. Orange is doing it. Equalizer here. 1-1 is the score. We go to a third and all-deciding game in that quarterfinal.